Rock will be in their blues. Going right to left on your screen, white and black for the Las Vegas Desert Dogs in their first trip to Hamilton. Jonathan Donville to Kluche. Outside Mitch Jones. Setting the screen, gonna test. Holochuk down low, nice save.
That was his nicest save so far, man.
It's gross here in Vegas. Here's Sam English though on a 3-on-1 transition break that ends with Jubenville taking flight in front of the crease. The IR, Zach Kearney put on season-ending IR earlier this week.
Yeah, I think the Rock knows they're not going to win any clean face-offs.
Look out, Fraser.
Oh, my.
Phil Mazuka fell in front of the crease. He's looking at the official, but...
Vegas has done a pretty good job defensively of doing that a few times.
Fraser to the outside. Donville crashed into the defender. Pick and roll, they score. It's Chase Fraser again. Vegas again. Donville, former first overall pick himself, here for Kluche. Jones now, rubbing off the pick, back to the front, and it's in. Alec Rogers, all five have touched it with Dan Craig. Bushi fake through the middle. This shot will come from Rogers. Rebound in the legs of Kells. Back to the restraining line, crashes into a screen. Now sends it to the front of the crease. Shovel shot, Bushi just missed high over top of Kells, but a 3-goal run from Vegas.
He said, listen, he plays with reckless abandon, and we don't want him to lose that. But one thing they do want him to do is get to the boards.
Kirst didn't have a shot, so he'll give to Bushi instead, and then he finds one on the side of the crease. CJ Kirst. Wesley couldn't get it out of the head of the stick. Now back down into the corner. Kluche all alone, the shot goes. No one picked up Patra.
After review, the shooter's foot is on the line before the ball crosses the goal line. Therefore, the call on the field has been overturned. It is no goal. Toronto is not charged with their first half timeout.
Looks back to Wesley. Wesley waiting for space. Mazuka's going to give it to him, and the twist shot scores. Wheeling over the top, Kluche. He'll get one to reset the shot clock. He wants the return pass because Matthews has gone to the bench. Gets it and scores.
Oh, it's a tough call, but like
This league, great piece. I believe it was Ashley's a few years ago that I'm sure is somewhere you can find on the internet. How about one off the post from Bushi coming out of the timeout? Notes to Kirst. Nice dance move to find himself space back to the line and ends up in the crease as it didn't go. Around the screen from Matthews. Vegas bench was calling for a call there. As it's across the floor, and there's Dawick again. I mean, no disrespect to the Corey Smalls, and Tom Schreiber's been injured and so on, but really it was the right side of the offense that was doing damage. May do it again here with a bouncer from Challen Rogers. The captain pulling his team within one. Pass from Fraser in between a pair of players. Getting the outside here for Wesley.
oh, that's a good save.
Great shot on the run as well to go to the far side and find Patra. Now down floor, Latrell Harris all alone. Had to wait for the ball. Trailer in is Dawick. Ball hit him. Unfortunate there for the Rock. And as you set off a great save from Troy Holochuk.
Great save by Holochuk, but a great one by Kells as well to keep their 1-goal lead.
Here's Donville on the outside. Off the bench, Jones. Back for Donville, bounced it off the iron. And Sean Williams, old 51, as we talked about earlier. Here's Donville. Now to Kluche. No room for him to shoot. Wesley. Over the top, it opens up room, and a finesse from Mitch Jones. Crashes into his brother. Putting it back to Challen Rogers. Now Matthews. Behind the net, dive attempt, and Kells. Take your pick,
Lots
right?
of choices.
Donville putting it behind the net. Patra there. Here comes the play. Opening up for Kluche. Had a number of opportunities and had Holochuk at his mercy and threw it over top of the bar. They have 4 off 24 shots.
You know, it doesn't sound like a lot of shots for Vegas, just 17 shots, but you got to remember, but I think that's the right call.
Again, it will be the first power play tonight for Vegas. Could be a short one as the bouncer goes in. Oh my goodness. Here's Dan Craig circling over the top, big loose ball. A lot of running around still there though. Played off the glass. Tony Malcolm back on the floor. Going to turn into a partial breakaway. John LaFontaine scores. Puts it into the corner, although
Fraser again.
Trying to get another quick one. Donville to Jones. To Kluche, bouncer scores.
Oh my gosh, and I don't know if this shot.
Well, and Chase Fraser, yes, the 3 wins in Buffalo. Had a full summer playing together in Allegheny as well. Down floor, Jubenville for the second time tonight. Rose saw that 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Still a 4-goal spread between these two. Hugh Kelleher from the outside.
Oh, that's his first career NLL goal.
Sam English and Trell Harris both with 3 assists now. Spin move, Bougie stumbled, recovers. Kurt's going to stay up on offense here. All the way across floor, Fraser. Kurtz was about to head off and thought better of it. Bouncer from distance. Flipping it to Boucher. To Mark Matthews. He'll go down into the corner. Kurtz loading one up. Let's not to shoot. On the run, he does. Sidearm scores. Last week,
getting a penalty
in Ottawa. Looked like another check that ran high. Kells to the bench. First shot, rebound, scores again. Patra on the crease, and we may have more penalties coming afterwards.
But he's too good of a player to be doing that right now.
Here's Kurtz down in the corner. Trying to make space. A spin move, does it, he takes flight. C.J. Kurtz with a hat trick in style. Looks like it was going to be Matthews as well. Kells recovers. Final 10 seconds, wide open, down floor, Jackson Webster. They must have had our game on down in the dressing rooms when we said there's no scoring in the National Lacrosse League.
Oh, yeah.
How about 9 goals coming out of the third quarter? I think they'd be dangerous wherever they played, but put them together along with everything else that's going on in Vegas right now. And as I said before, pretty good mix.
Yeah, I'm trying to add up the points that these guys. Fraser's got 4 points. Jones has got 4 points. Kluche 5 points. And Donville wasn't a free agent signing, but he also has 5 points, all assists.
Did you add them all up? I couldn't do it that fast. Here's Kluche back door. Webster's got another.
Key is getting the ball back.
Down by 4 now. Again, 2 for 2 on the power play for Vegas. Make it 3 for 3. A little bit of a head fake. Got stuffed by Braden Stokes. All the way outside. Dalwick.
That hit the pipe.
Yes, it did. Good description of his surgery and recovery in that unplugged video as well. Here's Owen Hiltz down to the crease, scores! Having some clam chowder after the 10-9 Saskatchewan final in Halifax.
Touches the crease before the ball crosses the goal line. Therefore, the call of the field has been overturned. It is no goal.
Every week, as soon as possible.
Cash again on Patra. They tried the same play, and Rose, what a stop! Here's Robert Hudson in transition, lets one fly. Kicked out by Kells, hits off the high glass down there along the half boards. Stayed in play, Kurtz to Boucher.
Vegas' offense has done what they're supposed to do so far this game. Now the key is whether their defense can do it for the last 8 minutes.
How about the offense, especially from Matthews, a bouncer here. 42 on 42 crime. Change halfway through the shot clock before Cloutier, the last man out there. He takes a hit and down he goes from Gash. Kirst, wide open look, rang it off the crossbar.
Gosh, Gash hits hard. Cloutier, you rarely see people knocking him down.
I was about to say bigger body than Poitras. Now back the other way. Donville, his shot stumbles Rose out to Wesley. Pardon me, that was Jackson Webster who wheeled to the top. Donville's got it again out in front, Jones.
So I don't mind that. I'm not sure if the coaches do.
Here's Donville from the restraining line, snaking his way through and gonna score. He's on the board. Brought him down. Oh man. A swing of the stick from, is that Gash, who's fired up, gonna go toe-to-toe here with Jackson Webster. Athletic of the two goaltenders. Here's Hiltz, quick stick down low. Bounces off the end boards quickly. Belgrave getting it out to Kirst. Connor scores.
I don't even know if he was trying to make that pass or just put it in the corner. 3 seconds left.
Holochuk another stop. Here's Hiltz. He's going to score with a man all over him.
They drafted a great young goaltender.
Oh man, the dunk shot. Brad Creed trying to get free of Adam Poitras. Is who Kirst credited. And here he is on cue, pretty much. Scoring one for T himself. Not here tonight for the Toronto Rock, who will fall to the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. 17-11. Vegas win back-to-back, including their first trip here to Hamilton.